in a world of fakeness, authenticity looks like rebellion, you know. We live in a world that's obsessed with politeness over truth, appearance over substance, and agreeableness over alignment. So, when you speak your truth clearly, or when you choose your peace over people pleasing, when you don't tolerate manipulation masked as kindness, you are not seen as authentic. You're seen as difficult or stubborn. You're seen as harsh, arrogant, or even too much. Not because you're wrong, but because your presence threatens the performance others are still committed to. The truth is, most people confuse authenticity with disrespect. But authenticity is not disrespect. It's not cruelty. Authenticity is clarity. But in a culture where most people bite their tongue, wear masks, and shrink to be accepted, anyone who doesn't play the game is perceived as rude, simply because they refuse to lie for comfort. You know, you now become the asshole, not for being harmful, but for being honest with without apology. And here is the paradox. Being liked requires performance, and being respected requires truth. So yes, sometimes authenticity will make you seem inconsiderate, but it's far more dangerous to betray your truth to be seen as nice. You know, in a system designed to use you, drain you, and dilute you. Now, that said, authenticity doesn't mean always being raw or unfiltered or even unhinged. It means being self-aware and intentional, you know. And there are moments when performing has value. Like you have to perform. Like in diplomacy, in leadership, in business strategy, in survival within hostile or shallow environments, you know. The difference is there's intentional performance, which is very strategic, and there's unconscious performance, which is self-abandonment. So if you must perform, do it with the full awareness that you are navigating a space that doesn't yet hold your truth. You are protecting your energy, not compromising your essence. You know when and where to take the mask off again. And boundaries are how now you'll protect your authenticity from being swallowed by these performances. You know, boundaries is you choose your space wisely. You retreat when your energy is being drained. You know, you say no when something feels off, even if it makes others uncomfortable. You don't over-explain your truth to people committed to misunderstanding you. Aje. That way, even when you temporarily adapt to a space, you don't become the space. You remain rooted in your core. Not the applause, not the validation, not the social mask. You're not rude for being real. You're not wrong for prioritizing self-respect over acceptance. And you're not too much for refusing to play small in a world addicted to politeness. If you must be the villain in someone else's story just to be the hero in your own, then my friend, choose you. Because growth without authenticity is just manipulation in disguise. And conformity without boundaries is a slow death to yourself. You know, stay real, stay grounded. And if you must perform, never forget the one watching is still you. My people, heal, heal.